orduda, emniyet teşkilatımızda, devletin kurumlarında ne kadar FETÖ'cü varsa temizliyoruz. Ve temizlemeye devam edeceğiz. Çünkü bu kanser virüsünü bu ülkenin, bu devletin bütün bünyesinden temizleyip atacağız. Bunlara hayat hakkı tanımayacağız. Zira bunlar bu milleti böldüler, bu ümmeti böldüler. Dolayısıyla bu mücadelemiz sonuna kadar devam edecek. Öyle bu işi yaralı bırakmayız.
Hello everyone. Genocide is defined as a deliberate action to destroy people in whole or in part. These people may be an ethnic, national, racial or a religious group. According to International Criminal Court, some actions or policies such as killing members of the target group or causing serious bodily harm or mental harm can be considered as acts of genocide. Also, for instance, deliberately inflicting conditions of life that are calculated to bring about the physical destruction of a group in whole or in part, or even imposing measures to prevent the births within the group. Any of these acts committed with the intent to destroy in whole or in part a national, ethnic, racial or a religious group is considered to be genocide. I think in many ways this is the general picture in Turkey for quite some time. Many people think what Erdogan is doing right now can qualify as a slow-motion genocide. Let's take a closer look to understand it better. First of all, contrary to the common belief, genocide is not a one-off action. The first stage of genocide is called classification. People are divided into us and them categories. The second stage of genocide is symbolization, identifying a group and attaching a symbol or symbols to that group to incite hatred. The third stage is dehumanization. At this stage, members of the group are equated with animals like rats, vermins, cockroaches, etc. And the fourth stage is organization. Genocides are often executed by specially trained armed groups or militia. The fifth stage is polarization. Hate groups start to broadcast polarizing propaganda. Sometimes these hate groups may claim power as well, which makes everything quite dangerous. The sixth stage is preparations. Victims are identified and marked. This enables the militia, the armed group, to be prepared for a specific moment so they know who to target in the heat of the moment. And the seventh stage is extermination. This is the point which actual genocide takes place. And the eighth and the final stage is the denial. The perpetrators deny that they committed any crimes. After all, they were not human anyway. Most of these stages have already taken place in Turkey. The classification, the symbolization and dehumanizing has been going on through mass media since 2013. A report published by the Dialogue platform based in Brussels compiled a list of terms used by Erdogan to dehumanize his opposition. And the list goes like this. They are a parallel state. They are traitors. They are pawns of a dirty international blood lobby. They have virus. They are a tumor. They are blood-sucking leeches. They are terrorists. This is Turkey's second war of independence. We will enter their caves. We will crush them. We will break them. There is a very clear genocidal language in here, in the highest level. The organization level is clearly done as well. We know that some ex-soldiers who were organized by Sadat, a controversial private security firm, which were operational on the night of the coup, killing some of the soldiers and some people. But there are a lot of videos on the internet show this sort of a preparation. Different groups arming themselves, advocating violence and targeting certain other groups in a threatening manner. So polarization is increasing as well. Listen to one of Erdogan's most recent speech, for instance.
Mahkemelerde yaptıkları ahlaksızlıkların cezaevlerinde, açık net söylüyorum, çürürken onlara hiçbir faydası olmayacaktır. Şayet cezalarını tamamlayıp dışarı çıkanlar olursa, zaten milletimiz sokakta her gördüğünde onlara gereken cezayı verecektir. Onların yüzlerine tükürecekler ve milletin tükürüklerinde boğulacaklardır.
It brings us to extermination, which I think is imminent as well. In fact, I can argue that it's happening in a different way. As the International Criminal Court defines it, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in part or in whole. For instance, Erdogan's critics have already been sacked from their jobs, their social rights have been cancelled, and there is a marker against their name which makes it impossible to be even employed by private companies. Their passports are cancelled, so they can't leave the country to find job elsewhere. Many mothers have been arrested with their children. There are almost 600 children in prison. In some cases, a mother can be arrested just after the birth and immediately separated from her baby, which is clearly against even the Turkish criminal law. But sadly, this is what's happening right now. The number of suspicious deaths under custody is 53 and it is rising every day. For instance, a teacher who was detained by police officers was found dead in the sea 500 kilometers away from where he was taken under custody by state police. More than 55 people has committed suicide because of allegations to them or their family members. The stigma of being labeled as terrorist is so high in Turkey. If someone is accused as terrorist, his friends run away, his family and relatives turn their back. It becomes an unbearable burden for the accused person. For all these reasons, we have to understand the severity and the urgency of the issue. Genocide is a process. It does not happen all of a sudden. By the time a genocide in the sense of actual mass killing of people has occurred, it's too late to do something about it. Therefore, it is important to identify what is happening in Turkey correctly. The fact that we have not yet witnessed a mass killing in Turkey is a matter of inconvenience. Intention is there, the desire to kill is there, but they can't put this in practice because Turkey is still part of an international system. It's a candidate state for European Union and it's a NATO ally. Plus, the international pressure is still meaningful. The more the international community shows solidarity with Turkish people, the better it will be for the whole country.